Alright, y'all, before we continue this video, I just want to say this game, the Demon Slayer game, is not an official RELL Seas game. This is not a RELL Seas game, or we think it's not a RELL Seas game. It's not an official RELL Seas game. It is just a game worked by some of the RELL developers. I know a lot of people were confused about that. Like, a lot of people thought it was a RELL game because we're over AGZ's video or like some other shit. I don't know, but this is not a RELL Seas official game, I would say. I just want to say that before we continue the video. But today we're going to be just reacting to this new Demon Slayer game that is made by some of the RELL developers. Let's get straight into the video.
Boys, so today we are going to be showing the first official trailer for Slayer's Retribution.
Okay.
This is going to be like the combat trailer. We're also going to be talking about like some special mechanics and concepts that we had for the game. But yeah, let's just get right into it. The first thing we're going to showcase is the combat. So this is the base in one set right here.
Oh. God,
so as you can see,
that
it
did a lot of damage.
has a lot of lead and stuff, and then one more time so you can see the animations.
Jesus Christ, bro!
So you can see
two
there's a nice
combos and he's
knockback.
already
Now, there's
red.
going to be a VFX for that, but the VFX artist is working on like 20 things at once right now, so he wasn't able to get that in for the showcase, but it's not that big of a deal. Now, you can see that just with 2 in 1 sets, I did a ton of damage to him.
Yeah, he did a lot.
Now, this is
of
actually
damage.
completely how we wanted it to be, because if you look, attacking real quick. So you can see I can parry him and then attack back.
Ooh,
So it's going to be kind of like
let me rewind.
it's a very it to be, because if you look, attacking real quick. So you can see I can parry him and then attack back. So it's going to be kind of like a.
So off the bat, y'all, there's parrying, and the animations actually look pretty good. I would say the only thing worrying me right now so far, because we're only a minute in, and we're already seeing some combat, so that's pretty nice. Only thing that's worrying me right now is the kind of the animation style. Most games that I see with, like, you know, R15 or something, they're like GPO or Project Slayers, and you know, it's a Demon Slayer game. We all know how Demon Slayer games end. They all are destined to flop. But I heard that this is by the RELL devs, so obviously I have faith it's a RELL game. So, but that's the only thing that's bothering me right now. But the fact that we have pairing in the game, whew, I love that.
It's
I
a very.
love when games
It's
have
really
parry.
fun, actually. Like, you have anything you want to say?
It's really fun.
So
plus,
it's fun.
The later stuff's gonna be.
Yeah. So
when
you
devs
can see
say
it's like you're meant to be able to attack back. So it's kind of like real games. You know how like in real games sometimes you have like a dodge system.
Bro, I'm not gonna pause too much, y'all, but when devs say that their game is fun and they have fun with their games, you already know that's an excellent sign right there.
Dodge and then start attacking them.
Yeah.
It's kind of meant to be like that. A big inspiration for this game is Ghost of Tsushima
Whoa.
and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We're looking at actual games,
Whoa.
not like Roblox games, because in my opinion, most Roblox games have terrible concepts and ideas. They're kind of just copy and paste versions of themselves.
Ghost
So,
of Tsushima
with that being
and
said,
Zelda.
the next thing is
Hold on, y'all. They're saying that they're getting inspiration from Ghost of Tsushima. Y'all already know. If y'all watch Corey play, or if y'all just watch a playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima is a great game. And I've never played Zelda, but I'm pretty sure Zelda is a great game too. Those two are some really good games. And Ghost of Tsushima's combat is holy. If they're going off of that, I don't want to hype this game too much because we don't really know that much about it. I just found out about it today, but looking pretty good.
Anyways, so the next thing is a big concept that we had was for see-through world. So you can see when I press H, it's kind of like
Okay, see-through world
hockey.
looks nice.
You can see ESP and all the things, but you see that there is an icon above the demon's head. So what this is a concept that we had called neck vulnerability. So how it's gonna work is kind of like in the anime, where you see like the stronger slayers can pretty much just one-tap demons without second thought, and you can like. I think of Yorichi's fight versus Kokoshiba, where he like dashes forward at like light speed and almost cuts his neck off, but because his neck wasn't vulnerable enough, he didn't actually kill him. So that was a concept we had. So yeah, there's different
That's
colors
cool.
which show their vulnerability. So as you can see, when I right click, there's no animation for it just yet, but you can see there's a hitbox, and I can basically one
That's
tap
not
them.
animation for
Now
it.
that's depending on their actual vulnerability.
I
So
see
this
what
is
they're
red,
talking about.
so it's a
though.
really low
I see what
chance
they're trying to
I'm
do.
gonna kill him first try. And what's gonna happen
You can raise your
is,
vulnerability by
for right
attacking.
now, it just kind of sits there. But what's gonna happen is they'll be able to counter you, they'll be able to dodge you, or fail to do either. They're just gonna they'll be fine basically. They might take a little damage, but it's not gonna be crazy. How it's gonna work is, let's say you're a Hashira and you're going against like a weak one. You'll be able to one-tap them, which is gonna be nice. It's just kind of fun if you're bored or whatever. But
You
like, let's
just
say you're like
one-tap
a
them.
low level and you're going against like a high.
That's pretty
ranked,
cool,
upper
'cause,
moon or
like-
something. Then obviously it's gonna be like red. But it adds more skill to the game. What's gonna happen when the animation is done is you'll do like a dash forward, and depending on your sword mastery, your rank, and all of that stuff, like I just mentioned, the animation will be faster or slower, which will give the person you're trying to do more time to react. So it's going to be based off like that, which is going to, like I said, it's going to add a lot of skill to the game. The combat's already very skill based. Because we're not really trying to do leveling systems, you're going to have to be like really skilled at the combat to do anything. So yeah, that's see-through world and the neck vulnerability.
Bro, that's one thing. I love it when games do this. They're trying to make a unique thing about the combat. Because, you know, when we look at Demon Slayer games, it's just a typical kill demons, become Hashira, same combat, copy and paste. But it actually seems like they have a decent parry system, and this neck vulnerability shit, that's pretty cool. Because if you watch Demon Slayer, you see a lot of demons, Hashira levels and stuff. They just want to tap the demons that are weaker than them. So you don't have to necessarily have to get in a fight with the weak demon if you're 10 times stronger than them. That's pretty cool.
I wanted to talk a bit about some PvP ideas we had. Well, real quick, I'm going to show y'all. So as you can see in the top right or top left, we have a changed tool stance. Now this is just a cosmetic thing, but it basically allows you to change your tool stance, which will basically just like, it's just a fun little cosmetic. There's in each wall. And eventually what we're going to do is each stance will have their own M1s that'll have different like specs. Kind of like Ghost of Tsushima, like I mentioned.
Ooh.
So like the default's going to probably have
So
more
your
speed,
stance
less
can
damage.
depend
This one will
on,
probably have
like,
more damage, but slightly less speed,
Your damage and
etc.
speed.
It's just kind of customizable. So you choose your stance and you get your own M1s based on that,
That's
which
fire.
will just make it where it'll be more fun, because not everybody's gonna have like the same base M1s, even if they have the same Nichiren. Each Nichiren slash breathing style will also get their own version of this. So it's gonna make it really like broad, like the spectrum of people that you see just attacking. Now let's talk about PvP. So one idea that we had for like in-game content is Hashira like tournaments. So let's say you want to be a Hashira or upper slash lower moon. So basically, the time has not been decided yet, but every week or around every other week, we're going to hold tournaments where you can compete to become the Hashira upper or lower moon for that spot. So let's say you're a Thunder user, you've completed everything you can in the game, and you want to become the Hashira. You can wait for the tournament, you can join the tournament for the Thunder breathing Hashira role. And then if you win, and you'll get a special rank in the game, you'll get a special role in the Discord that allows you to talk to other Hashiras and stuff. There's going to be a bunch of fun stuff centered around this. And I think it's going to be really fun for the community as a whole, just to have fun with this. So it's going to be a really prestigious thing to have. There's going to be special buffs that you get as well. So just something to add to in-game content. The PvP skills.
Yo, that's a really nice way to actually like have involvement with your community, with your game. Not many games do that. If they do, most of the time they're a closed community game. We don't know if this game's gonna be a closed community game or public or anything like that, but so far that actually is a great way to like have involvement with your community. So
Most of them are not done yet, but there's going to be some skills, probably just like simple basic skills for the basic Nichiren. But as you can see right now, all I have is Surface Slash, which is the first move for water breathing. Right now it's actually about to get revamped. So if I hold my mouse, it has a little bit of auto aim, but when I press E, as you can see, I dash forward and knock him back. So this is really good for comboing, or let's say like Girichi block real quick. If he's blocking and we just say like I attack him and he attacks me back, and we just get an infinite parrying spout, what I can do is when he's blocking, I can press E, and it's gonna act as a block break. Most skills are going to add as a block break, or at least lower their blocking, because there is a posture system, so you won't be able to infinite block or get an infinite parry spout. So that's what most skills are going to be useful for. We haven't decided on the balancing just yet. There's going to be a lot of things. We have an entire concept team right now just giving us tons of concepts for the storyline, for the combat, for in-game content, for the breathings, BDAs, all of that. We have a very dedicated team to all of this to make sure that this game is actually really good. And speaking of that, the map that we're actually in right now is the old version of the map. It's actually getting revamped right now, and this map isn't the worst, but we wanted to make sure that the map is like really immersive. because of the game it is, and we wanted to go for a more realistic style, like I said, with Ghost of Tsushima. And so this map isn't bad, but we want to make sure that we're giving out the best quality map for you guys.
Alright, so we got some PvP. Hold up.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Chill.
The M1s actually look very nice. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be like
Dang.
deep booking where it's just parry, you know.
Oh. Chill.
They're not like constantly parrying each other. Oh,
So
shit,
yeah,
now
you can
they
see
are.
that we get in a lot of parry bouts, but what's nice is we can just use the skill, like I said, and break the whole parry thing. So that's what, like, let's say you just get like this infinite bout of parrying nature where they like your block. So mostly gonna be through dodging. Like,
wonder how easy
you can
the
see there's a
parry
little
is
bit
gonna
of
be.
reaction time.
Like,
Now right now the
how
hitbox
the
is a
parry
little bit
system's gonna
oversized,
be.
which is why that hit me still.
Oh,
But it does
that's
give you
nice,
time,
right?
and of course knocking, which
So
the execute animations
far.
are not done yet. I would show them. So that's most of the combat stuff. We were going to talk about progression, but I don't want to end up like Pixel Piece, where they say, hey, we're not going to be a bandit beater, and then they're totally a bandit beater. I would rather show y'all, like, we're trying to wait until progression is done, and then be able to show it to y'all, rather than say what we're going to do and then not be able to do it.
They're not finna
We're
be
going to
on that.
wait until it's done and then just show it to y'all and then talk about it instead of just talking about it like I said.
Yo, they're not finna be on that Pixel Piece bullshit where they say it's not a bandit beater. Y'all join the game. It's clearly a fucking bandit beater.
So your sword sharpness will constantly go down as you continually use it, and you'll have to get it repaired at like a swordsmith, just like in the anime. But that's not going to be something that you have to do all the time. It's just going to be kind of like a extra little tidbit of content. We're also thinking about adding like a hunger system, and we're adding lots of wildlife to the game. We're going to add like foxes, wolves, rabbits, etc., just to make the game feel more alive. There's going to be also, let's talk about events. So let's say you're just like walking in a village or whatever, and you'll see lots of NPC interactions, like a Slayer fighting a demon. You can join the fight, help out if you want to, or some citizens getting terrorized. You can help out the fight, because there's going to be a reputation system, which means that there will be rogue Slayers, there will be rogue demons, etc., which will be a really interesting thing. There's also going to be clans, obviously, but there's going to be like clans that you can like create, like factions, so that which will have like PvP battles and all that. We'll also have tournaments for those as well. Like the biggest, like top 10 biggest factions can have like PvP battles, Slayers versus demons. But obviously with the reputation, you're not going to want to fight another Slayer because you'll lose bounty, which means that Slayers are going to be a lot, unlike other games like Project Slayers where everybody just kind of fights each other. There's going to be like an actual reason to fight, and you're going to want to gang up with whatever race you are to destroy and take over the other team. So it's going to be user interaction is going to be a big thing in this game because of the reputation system. It's also going to make it a lot more, I think, a lot more interesting, and make PvP more fun in the game, because you can like group up with your friends that are the same race and go like have battles with the other like factions, like I said. So rogue Slayers, rogue demons, all of that. Obviously, for hybrid, you'll probably have to be a rogue Slayer. That's what that's a system I was thinking of, because I think that's pretty much what Kokoshiba was, and that's what Akaza tried to attempt Rengoku with. So there's gonna be a lot of interesting systems like that. I would talk about more of them. I don't want the video to get too long, and also I don't want to spoil too much. And like I said, also I want to show these systems to you guys. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section.
That's pretty much it for this video. But one thing I would like to add is I just want to say, why are so many Demon Slayer games coming out? Like, you got Yaiba, Mugen, which is Wisteria 3, Demon Slayer RPG 3, and we got this game, and there's probably other games we don't know about that are. There's so many Demon Slayer games coming out, but I hope you boys enjoyed this video. If y'all did, like, comment, subscribe. I got a couple more videos coming. Hopefully we could, get 100 subs, but we out. Peace, nigga.